In a world full of average people, it takes a bold and courageous certain man to break out of mediocrity. Guys, welcome back to the channel. Bedros Koulian here. Hope you guys are doing great. I do these random Thursday, Friday videos for you guys. It's independent and separate from my podcast, The Bedros Koulian Show. And today I want to talk to you about breaking out of the mold of average. You see, back in 1903, John D. Rockefeller got his advisor, Frederick Gates, to work on the school education system. And the quote that they're best known for is saying that we don't want a nation of thinkers, that we want a nation of workers. And that is exactly what the education system is for. It creates workers and not thinkers, because they are thinkers. They think about the opportunities, they think about the lifestyle that they want, they think about the goals and dreams that they have, the ambitions that they have. Of course, if every single person was to live that kind of dream, well, who's going to work and produce for John D. Rockefeller, right? And so they decided they're going to create an education system in 1903, led by Frederick Gates, that was going to be focused on basic level of education to turn more people into workers and not free thinkers. Now, that is good for the Industrial Revolution and all the rich multimillionaires who are running at that time. However, it's not good for the people, right? Because the people are now forced to live a life of average, a life of mediocre, a life of just getting by. And of course, what do we teach in school till this day? Raise your hand if you want to be heard. You have to go at a certain time in terms of class times, etc., because they're prepping you for the workforce when you work 9 to 5. And so you have weekends off during school. You have weekends off when you're working. They're preparing workers. And this is not me pissing on the multimillionaires, because I myself live in a beautiful home, have lots of great properties, have many great companies that make hundreds of millions of dollars, and I donate to causes and charities that I believe in, and I help out as many people as I can. I feel that I'm here to serve with my money and with my knowledge and with my gift and my ability to be able to orate, speak, educate, and teach. And I'm here to teach you that average is the enemy. We are conditioned ever since we're born to be average. The reality is, even our parents, our grandparents were taught this way. And so they just indoctrinate you into being average. And for the most part, they want you to be average in terms of your intelligence. They want you to be average in terms of who you choose as a spouse. They want you to be average in terms of your vocation and your work. They want you to be average in the way you live, average in your health, and average in your income. And before you know it, you die of a average, mediocre existence, never really fulfilling your life's dreams, missions, and purpose, right? You might have these ambitions, you might have these thoughts, you might have these desires, but you're like, no, I should play it safe. I should be average. The inertia of average is very strong, gentlemen, because the entire system is set up to keep you average. It is set up to keep you mediocre, not for any other reason other than they want more workers. And they want you to be in debt. They want you to keep working your job, work into your 60s, and they fooled you into thinking that if you do this, at some point in your 60s, you could retire and enjoy your twilight years, when in reality, this is the time to enjoy. But you must be a thinker like they are. You must be a thinker like I am. You must be a thinker like where you want to take the risk, where you have these dreams and ambitions and you want to leap into the unknown and figure out how you can create a product or a solution, and how you can create multiple income streams, and how you can create a life that's far beyond what you're living today, where you're trying to make ends meet and you're trying to make your debt disappear, all while the compounding inflation continues to choke you out. This is why being average doesn't work. This is why the average lifestyle, an average education system, an average way of credit card debt and school debt doesn't work, right? And so I share this with you because every single one of you fellas have ambition. Every single one of you have a dream. Every single one of you have a goal in your mind or your heart. And it is not too late to go out and achieve that. Now, society and everybody around you will say, hey, take it easy, take a break. Are you sure this is going to work? What if this doesn't work out and you risk it all, then you lose it all? So what? What if I don't risk it? And what if I have regret? Right? And so that is the biggest concern that I've always had in my life, is what if I don't risk it? What if I don't chase my dreams? What if I don't serve as an example to my son and daughter and the people around me who I care for and who I love? Then what happens? Then I die full of regret and debt, and I reinforce to my kids that it's okay to be average and mediocre and really not shine your light on the world. And I don't want that for you. So with that said, understand that society and humanity wants you to stay average and mediocre. Your job, my job, our job is to break out of that. And that takes a strong amount of commitment and courage and certainty in yourself. The system, the school system, the parents, the grandparents, the aunts, the uncles, the workforce does not want you to have certainty in yourself. They don't. They don't want you to have certainty in yourself. They want you to doubt yourself. They want you to fear the unknown. They want you to feel and think that it's harder than it is. I'm here to tell you that if a knucklehead like me can become a millionaire, if a knucklehead like me can come from a communist country into the United States, learn the language and succeed, and is able to help others and live this beautiful life, any one of us can. I promise you that. So with that said, I hope that the next time the people around you are living average, watching TV, playing video games, drinking on weekends and partying and all these things, you realize that you could be very different. You can break out of the mold. You don't have to be understood by them. Don't try and be understood by them. Just understand that you're different. You're cut from a different cloth, and this is your chance to break out of the norm, to break out of the mediocre existence, and understand that average is the enemy. Average is for the workers and the thinkers like you and I. We need to take the risks, be bold, and be certain in our moves. And if you're willing to do that, you, my friend, will do well. Now, as promised, here comes the Trulian ad. Be sure to get your Trulian wellness shots. Peace out. Guys, quick interruption to the Bedros Keuilian Show. If you want better health, more energy, you want to fight off inflammation, and you want to boost your immune system, then you are probably taking a lot of supplements like I used to. I say used to because I stopped taking all these different supplements, and you can now throw away your vitamin C, throw away your zinc, throw away your vitamin D3, your B12, your ginger, your turmeric, your echinacea, and your astragalus. Why? Because all of it now is available in the Trulian Everyday Wellness packets. So instead of spending $200 to $300 a month on supplements like that, for a fraction of that, you're going to get the Trulian Wellness Shot delivered right to your door for free shipping. And you're going to use the code BEDROS when you go to Trulian.com to get 50% off, and $1 of every single order goes to Shriners Children's Hospital. So go to Trulian.com, use code BEDROS, and order your 30-day supply of the Trulian Everyday Wellness Shot.